What's up guys, my name is Rob G and welcome back to another video. On this channel I create helpful tutorials and YouTube related videos to help you get started here on the platform. If that's something that you're interested in, subscribe to the channel below, click the bell so you don't miss any of my latest videos. And today's topic we're going to be talking about is consuming too much YouTube related content harmful to us as content creators. And the reason why I say that is because we spend hours a day just watching videos. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that does this. I'm sure many of you content creators here are doing the same thing. We are watching so much content and we are trying to consume so much content that sometimes it might get in the way of us developing as content creators. And the reason why I say this is because there's so many great content creators here on the platform, and we're all trying to learn certain techniques to help advance our channels. And sometimes when we watch all this content and we watch certain creators doing whatever it is they're doing, it might interfere with us developing as content creators. And the reason for that is because we are focused on what they're doing and we want to kind of achieve the same goals and the same success as they are, that we're not able to advance our own channels. So where do we draw the line on consuming so much content? Is there a limit that we should limit ourselves on watching so much content? I'm not really sure what you guys think about that, but I think that we should actually kind of limit ourselves on how much content we consume and focus on creating our own content and developing our own channels and get the most out of what we're doing. So with that said, I just think that we all spend a lot of time here on YouTube. And seeing that we are spending so much time here, we maybe need to redirect that time into creating our own content. And that'll probably help us out as far as producing our own content and getting the most out of what we need to do to actually advance here on the platform. And the reason why I say this is because if you're watching so much content, that means that the time that you're watching the content, you're not developing your own channels and you're not developing your own skills, because we are spending a lot of time watching other videos and watching other creators do their thing. And sometimes that could be a bad thing, because it can actually put you in like a bad place, if you know what I mean, because we're not reaching our goals that we want to and as fast as we want to. And then once this happens, you start comparing yourself to these creators that you're watching. And once you start doing that, then you start having a little self-doubt in yourself on what you can accomplish. So maybe we should just kind of set a little aside of time to actually watch other channels and watch other content that we want to watch, and focus more on building up our channels and, like I said, developing our skills to help us get advanced here on the platform. There's nothing wrong with watching other channels. Don't get me wrong. This is how we learn, by watching other creators do their thing. But we can't spend so much time doing that we can't build up our own channels. If we're spending that much time watching other creators, that means that all that energy that we're watching to watch other channels, we're not putting it into our channels. And we could be using that time to create content for our channels. Because I don't know about you guys, but for me to create content, I need a lot of time to actually do this, because you have to set aside a time to create your videos and stuff like that. And the more I watch YouTube videos online, that takes the time away from me to develop my own channel. Because during the week, I don't have a lot of time to create videos. I try to create my videos, but during the week it's a little more harder because, I have another job and I work. So it's a little more harder to come home and just sit down here and just create the videos if I'm watching other content creators on YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. So when that happens, then it gets a little distracting and you kind of lose focus on what you're doing. If we're watching other content, then you kind of lose focus. You don't focus more on what we need to do and to build our channels up. So I'm trying to limit myself on watching so much content online and spending more time in creating my own content. This will help me develop my skills and help me push my content out to where my content needs to be. Because I can spend hours here on YouTube just watching videos. I love watching videos on YouTube. I learn a lot. I learn everything I know about audio, video, cameras, tech everything I learned, I pretty much learned from YouTube. So I owe a lot to YouTube as far as that's concerned. And I really appreciate that we have all this technology and all this information right here for us to actually watch. But the whole thing about this video is do you think that consuming too much content is a bad thing for us? Should we limit ourselves to watching our content and just focus more on creating our own content? That's what I really want to know with this video. And I hope you guys can post your comments below and let me know what you think. I'm pretty sure that if you're a content creator like I am, you spend hours and hours on YouTube just watching videos, kind of binge watching, and just watching every piece of content that you can actually watch. Because if we're watching certain people that we like and that we want to learn from, this is a good thing for us because we learn from them. But at the same time, we're not creating our own content. So if that's something that's happening, then maybe we have to put ourselves in a certain position where we can just focus more on creating our content and not watch so many videos online. Because sometimes you can get overwhelmed by watching so much content online because there's so much information there for you. You can come up with a topic or something that you want to find out about, or you want to try to develop for your channel or something like that, and you're trying to find out certain information about a certain way to do something, and you might get 100 videos that come up. Each one of those videos are going to show you the same thing that you want to learn, but in a different way. And this can be a little confusing, and it can be a little distracting because you can't do everything that everybody's telling you to do. You have to pick out what's working for you and what works for your channel and what's worked for the video or the content that you're trying to create. So you can't really take everything that everybody's telling you and actually implement that in your content and in your video. So we have to kind of watch out what we watch and kind of just learn as we can learn, but at the same time, not consume so much content because it actually interferes with developing our own skills. If we're watching so much content, we can't develop our own skills, right? So what do we do to kind of limit ourselves from watching so much content on the platform? Maybe set aside maybe an hour or two a day that you actually consume content online and focus more on just creating your own content and building up your own channels to help you advance and get the skills that you need to be successful here on YouTube. Because we all want to kind of reach some kind of status here on YouTube in some form. It doesn't have to really mean that we need to be making millions of dollars here on YouTube or making a lot of money. But I'm sure everybody here that's on YouTube, that's a content creator, wants something out of YouTube. Whether it's getting your information out to people that need your information, or maybe even to be successful here on YouTube, creating a business, creating a brand, whatever it is that you want to do. Consuming content is going to help you get there, but at the same time, we have to consume a certain amount of content if we want to just kind of create our own content and build our own channels up. So I don't know how many hours you guys watch content here online, but I'm online every day and I watch content every single day. I'm watching some videos here on YouTube, and that's just part of my daily routine. And my routine doesn't change really. It doesn't really change, but I do want to set some time aside and just focus more on my content and not really indulge too much on what other creators are doing and how they are doing their stuff on their channels. So post your comments below. Let me know if you're doing the same thing, if you're consuming a lot of content, and what do you do to get past this to help you build up your channels and your content on your YouTube channels. I hope you found some value in this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel below and click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And I thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.